Good morning, Gloria.
What's that on your chest, Bob?
I'm not Bob anymore. I am Captain Broccoli.
Whatever. That doesn't explain why you are in a cage.
Oh, I kind of misplaced my keys.
So, what are we supposed to be talking about today, Mr. Broccoli?
That's Captain Broccoli. And we are discussing economic vocabulary terms.
Economics is the study of how people or countries manage their limited resources by producing, exchanging, and using goods and services.
So, economics is about choices, right?
Right.
A traditional economy is an economic system in which social roles in culture decide what will be produced, how it will be produced, and how it will be distributed.
These are usually old-fashioned farming societies.
Yeah, most countries had traditional economies a long time ago.
A command economy is an economic system in which the government decides what will be produced, how it will be produced, and how it will be distributed.
That's like communism, right?
Yes, communism is a form of command economy.
A market economy is an economic system in which the people decide what will be produced, how it will be produced, and how it will be distributed.
The people and businesses have total economic freedom, which is good. But there are no government protections for consumers or workers.
On the other hand, a mixed economy is an economic system in which the government and people share the role in deciding what will be produced, how it will be produced, and how it will be distributed.
It's like a combination of command and market. Almost every country today uses a mixed economy.
Isn't each country different?
Yes, since each mixed economy is a cross between command and market, each country has different amounts of economic freedom. There is a whole complicated continuum thing for that.
Now on to other terms. Specialization is when a country focuses resources on creating fewer specific products and services than they consume.
This usually happens when a country has a particular type of natural resource, or their workers are especially skilled at making a certain type of product.
Trade barriers are policies that restrict the entry of products into a country. Often, this is done to give an advantage to some industry inside the country.
One type of trade barrier is a tariff. That is a tax on imports.
Another kind of trade barrier is a quota. Quotas limit the amount of certain products that can come into a country.
The last type of trade barrier is an embargo. An embargo cuts off trade to a certain country because of political reasons.
Why would you do that?
It's usually to make some kind of point. For example, the United States put an embargo on Cuba to protest the rise of communism there. Currency is money.
That's it, just money.
Yeah, I didn't write this list.
An exchange rate is the rate at which a unit of the currency of one country can be traded for a unit of the currency of another country.
Fiat is really important because you can't have trade between countries without some way to exchange the currency. We should talk about the three types of resources. Those are human, capital, and natural.
Human capital is labor that is done by people in order to produce products. Those are workers.
Any workers? What about a police dog?
It's not human capital if it isn't a person.
Capital goods are the machines, tools, factories, land, and technology that are needed to make other products. These are usually big, expensive things.
Natural resources are raw materials from nature that are used to make products.
Those are things like wood, metal, petroleum, and cotton.
GDP, or gross domestic product, is the amount of products and services produced in one country in 1 year. In other words, it is the amount of wealth that a country makes in a year.
Trade is the voluntary exchange of products and services.
An import is a product brought into a country through trade or sale, and an export is a product leaving a country through trade or sale.
Those can get confusing. Just remember that when you import something, you are bringing it into the country, like you bring air into your lungs when you inhale. When you export something, you send it out of the country in the same way that you exhale air when you breathe out.
Are you done?
No. There's one more, and it's important.
Entrepreneurship?
Yes, entrepreneurship is when someone brings together natural, capital, and human resources to start a business. It's risky because that person could lose all their money if the business doesn't succeed.
Why is that important?
Because entrepreneurs are the ones who create all the jobs and cool stuff.
Okay, I'm going off on a mission now.
Really, Mr. Broccoli, what kind of mission can you do with vegetables?
It's Captain Broccoli.